What's up, good people? Jungling here. Hope you're doing well. I have an article from Analytics Insight, and it says XRP to $10. How XRP could overtake Solana for a top 5 coin, and I want to talk about how probable that likely is. When we look at Solana right now, it's at $206 a coin, about a $97 billion market cap here. The number I hear most people tossing around is about $500. I think Solana does more than that. I think there's more growth potential, but eventually I do believe XRP will pass Solana in terms of market cap overall value. Well, if Solana's at $500 and XRP equals that $230 billion market cap, well, that would put XRP at about $4. Like, the world's going crazy about $500 Solana. It's essentially XRP's market cap in 2018. I think XRP's going to shock the world. Another reason why I think XRP passes Solana, from what I'm hearing, from what I'm seeing, they're going to try to get everything they can squeeze out of Solana, but you're going to see a lot of those SOL investors, the big ones, the whales, they're going to start rolling back to SWI. That's the play. That's the coin for this run. Right now, SWI is the number 16 coin. It has a market cap of $8 billion. It's been ripping and roaring up the charts. And I think eventually, at some point, you're going to see investors flee Solana for superior growth from SWI. Just the way I'm seeing it. XRP, we're looking good. This is the perfect setup. Our number one risk that has just hampered us for years is simply a hostile regulatory environment. That's going to go away. And even if the SEC at the US government still wants problems, we have a judge that says XRP is not a security. It's free to trade on the secondary market. There's no stopping this XRP train. This is going to be a wonderful bull run for this coin. Yes, it's at 50, 60 cents. I'm not worried at all. Cool as a cucumber. XRP is going to have its moment 2025. Now the question is, do we reach $10? That's what the article said, that XRP was going to pass Solana and reach a $10 price target. To be honest, who knows? The range is so large. We probably could have done $10 last run if there wasn't an SEC court case. We could do more than that this run. But again, I've said my price target's here, at least from where we sit, from my current vantage point, somewhere around $5. I'm going to start pulling profits. But the token could go wildly beyond that. And again, it could go past $10. No one can say I'm not a fortune teller. Now, the biggest deal is we got to get there. I can make all the plans in the world, plan to sell at $5. Remember, that's a big market cap. If we don't reach there, it doesn't do any good, but I think we will. I think we're going to have a lot of success here. I very well may sell way too early. People are going to laugh at me. That's fine. It's the right move for me. It's a good amount of money. I think we get there and beyond, and let's all have some success. A lot of this run is going to depend on how much growth we see in crypto. What is that overall market cap? Can we balloon out to 10 billion total? Then you have a lot of room here. XRP would have a ton of runway for growth and price appreciation. If it's some factor lower than that, there's just so much you could do. Each coin has its own metrics, its own value, but then it's part of a larger asset class, and we have to see how much growth is there. And there's a ton of factors that play into that. What's going on with geopolitics, the global economy, what kind of problems do we run in? Are there any black swans? Who knows? Only time will tell. But from where we sit now, this is going to be epic. This is going to be a great run. You should have many successes, but if you're like me and you have a lot of XRP and you're waiting for this thing to run, don't be concerned. This is no different than any other cycle. We ran quite high. When you look at, $1.80, what that means for XRP's market cap, it's quite competitive with anything on planet Earth, not named Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we were outlawed in the US. It's going to be okay this time around. We're not going to run into that type of thing. I've heard rumblings that, Ripple's just going to sell at such a high pace. It's going to keep XRP under $1 perpetually. I just don't see it. I understand the logic, the reasoning, the case that's been presented to me, but I think this is XRP's moment to shine. We're going to have a very nice run. Lots of opportunities there to do well. When we look down the list here, I think Ethereum from now, I've been saying for a long time, I prefer Bitcoin. But from this point to the top of the market, I think Ethereum does better. When I look at Solana XRP, I think XRP vastly outperforms Solana, Cardano, and let's say Polkadot. Polkadot's going through a full, rebranding, rebuild, whatever you want to call it, bottom up. I think Cardano outperforms there, of course. I think if you really want to know what Polkadot's going to do, you're going to have to wait to the next run till we see what they do with the gem build out. That could be a really popular chain with your like Silicon Valley types that are trying to build out very usable systems. But, it's such a big undertaking here. I don't think it happens in time for this run. Polkadot may, pass all-time highs, but it's not going to be a top tier layer 1 smart contract blockchain for this run. I don't think it's going to be a top performer. It'll be valuable. It will move for sure. But I think Cardano shows more growth than Polkadot. We'll see. Got them both. Like them both. And this is the most interesting one because it's two of my favorite coins. Might be my two favorite coins. It's SWI and Near. They both got it all. Don't think you could do wrong with either. Hold them both. I can't pick between them. It's like picking between one child or the other of yours. You gotta love them both. And lastly, Flare. Flare doesn't have many contemporaries. It's outside the top 100, a capable layer 1 smart contract blockchain. It's got DeFi, NFTs, gaming, this blockchain of data. Hugo has plans, big plans for artificial intelligence. Let's see if anything substantial emerges there. For its valuation, under $1 billion, and this current environment, I'm not sure there's a contemporary for Flare. Flare is very compelling, and there's lots of cool stuff out there. So we'll be going over that as we proceed through this bull run cycle. I keep hearing from people, oh, the bull run's already over, at least before this last little run up we had. You haven't seen anything yet. It hasn't even started. There's a flow to this. It happens over a period of time. I think altcoins start to get hot, and they'll also run by sector. There's a lot of really compelling sectors like artificial intelligence. DeFi is always up there. DPIN, you name it. There's a lot of stuff out there. And if you have good quality projects, they're going to perform. I think they're going to do very well. Buckle up. A good bull run, especially that last one, it can be exhausting. They can last quite some time. Usually there's really two components of it. You have your first run up and then that big sell off, and then you have a second, side of that. A second wave. And patterns don't perfectly repeat. There'll be enough curveballs thrown in there, so it ain't as easy as it seems looking back. We're going to do well. Not concerned in the least for any of my significant holdings. This is going to be a fun time. Let me know down below what you think, though. Is XRP going to perform this run? Could it pass Solana, which has been the golden child of crypto for the last year or so? If you're interested in Near and what they're doing with artificial intelligence, there'll be a pinned comment with a link to a video I just did on that subject here today, so you can take a look at that. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.